Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. Today we got some brand new Civivi, WE, and Sencut knives that dropped today. We got the brand new Civivi Guile. This is a Sean Ashmore design. Nice, slim, sleek design. This one has ivory peel ply G10. It's got a front flipper that works. And you can also reverse flick off that fuller. Slow roll it. The spotty drop with it. Nice utilitarian blade shape there. You got a 3 1/4 inch Warney blade. Nice satin finish. Good jimping up top. Nice medium sized knife at 7.47 inches overall. This one's gonna be great for those fine precision detailed cuts, piercing, in-hand cuts. It's gonna be a very powerful cutter from the heel all the way to the tip because of that straight edge. It's gonna be great in the pinch grip. You got a little top wedge up here that somewhat thins out that tip. However, you still have a nice stout tip there. So if you need to do a little twist and turn, you should be fine. Blade steel on this one is 14C 28N. Excellent budget steel. Takes a screaming sharp edge, holds a reasonable edge. It's got good corrosion resistance and excellent toughness. This one has a blade stock thickness of 0.12 and is around 20 thousandths behind the edge. So it should be a good little slicer. Our review on this one will either drop today or fairly soon. You got a reversible deep carry pocket clip, nice smooth action, nice and lightweight at 2.88 ounces. This one comes in at $60. Any of the knives you see in this video, if they interest you, they will all be linked down below in the description. This next one I remember checking out at Blade Show. That is the new Civivi Shulka. So it comes with this nylon sheath here. You have the button retention strap right there if you want to put this on a belt. This would be something great to throw in a tackle box or just in the console of your truck. Nice little button closure. And this is a folding fillet knife. It has an aluminum frame. You have fullers on both sides right there. You can either pinch to open it or just grab the fuller and two-hand open it. It's got a very smooth action riding on ceramic bearings. Your overall open length is 13.14 inches. You have a 5.81 inch trailing point blade, satin finish on there with a full flat grind, so it's going to be nice and slicey. You got a nice needle-like tip right there, great for doing detailed piercing. Blade steel on this one is 14C 28N. Tell you what, that's excellent steel compared to my Rapala or Rapala, however you say it, fillet knives. Your handle, when it's open like this, is 7.33 inches. You do have some jimping up top right there, and it's pretty nice functional jimping. You have a little forward choil area to creep up on that blade if you want. You can either use it like this in a pinch, or if you want the ergos to be a little better, you have a little lock back here. You unlock it and you can fold this handle in. It gives you some thickness there. My medium-sized hands, I can get a easy 4-finger grip on there. Choking up is comfortable as well. And that definitely is gonna be a lot more comfortable because it's more hand feeling. Good thickness on those scales. Meant to say the blade stock thickness on this one's 0.08, so nice and thin. The blade does have some flex to it. Not quite as much flex as my Rapala fillet knives, but good enough flex. The weight with just the knife is 2.79 ounces. The knife and the sheath come in at 4.55 ounces. So super lightweight. Like I said, chunk in a tackle box, wear it on your belt, put it in the console of your truck. Use it as a fish and fillet knife or whatever you want to use it for. You got a nice long usable blade. It's going to be very slicey because of the thin stock and that full flat grind. This one comes down to around 15 thousandths behind the edge, so it's going to be a great slicer, that's for sure. These come in at $114. It's a little pricey for a fillet knife. If you look at, the Rapalas or however you say it, those are very inexpensive. Now this one's, like I said, is going to hold a better edge and it's fairly unique, and you're paying for that kind of stuff. So is it going to be worth it for most fishermen? Most of the ones I know probably wouldn't, but this would definitely make a great gift for a fisherman. One of my cousins fishes almost every single day, and I'm probably going to buy him one of these as a gift for Christmas maybe. It has a liner lock, decent access. I can get my thumb in there. Tight lock up. I don't feel anything moving. And once you're ready to fold it up, you lock the scales back into place so they don't fold, and you can close that blade and fold it up. Let me know what y'all think about this. Is this something y'all would buy? Next up, we have a new one from Sencut, and this, as far as I can recall, is their first crossbar lock in the Sencut line. You got a nice larger knife at 8.23 inches long. It's got a 3.59 inch clip point blade. This one has a black finish on it. You got good jimping up top, dual thumb studs. They are somewhat in the cutting path, but nothing that's going to bother me any. You got a nice point there, great for piercing, and being you have this very deep belly, it's going to be a good slicer, whether you're push cutting into something, pulling through something, sawing through something, or slicing through something. Nice svelte cuts with that belly. Your action, very smooth out of box. You can reverse flick, thumb flick. It is riding on K-tronic bearings. It's not an adjustable crossbar lock, but the tension on my particular knife is dialed fairly well. Definitely good enough. My particular variant has like a green canvas micarta that is going to offer some nice grip to it. You got a reversible deep carry pocket clip, lanyard hole. Initially, the ergos feel pretty darn good. These go for $42.25. Another one that'll be linked down below in the description. Well, today's review is going to be on a WE knife that I think I missed, and this is a promotional deal that WE's got going on right now. If you buy, and I'm pretty sure this is only from their website, I'll have it linked down below. If you buy the WE Knife Co. Baloo, it's an O-stop hell design. You buy one of these, they're offering a buy one get one promo right now. In a box like this, you get the Baloo that you pick, I'm guessing. This one being the purple anodized with the shred carbon fiber and the two-tone blade, and whatever mystery either WE or Civivi knife that is included is randomly picked. MSRP between $75 and $270. Limited supply while they last. Inside the box you'll have your WE box, and then on the other side, in my case, I got a Civivi. I've gotten the Civivi Cetus with the wood scales. You got the stainless steel frame lock, deep carry pocket clips, not reversible. The action on this one is remarkable. You got that spear point blade, a 14C 20-inch steel. I reviewed this knife when it first came out. It's got great action, very versatile blade, comfortable. It is a little bit extra weighty because of the stainless steel scales, but like I said, this one would have been a free knife. So like I said, I must have missed this one when these dropped. So today's review is going to be on the WE Baloo O-stop hell design. I'd call it a medium-sized knife at 7.76 inches long. It's got a 3.3 inch drop point blade of CPM 20 CV steel. Mine has a two-tone finish, satin on the flats, black on your primary and top swedge. You got excellent jimping up top. Definitely grips that thumb nicely. You have the dual opened blade window there. You got a nice point for piercing and doing detailed cuts. You can use it to make drag cuts fairly easily. So it's going to be a pretty versatile blade while still having a good bit of belly. Great for doing slicing motion cuts, push cuts, and doing nice svelte cuts with this one as well. Your sharpening choil on this one, I'm going to call it decent. From the looks of it, you're going to have probably, I'd say, 3, maybe 4 sharpenings before this one will start to flare on you. Could it have been better? Definitely. You can open it up yourself. You have an internal stop pin there. Your blade stock thickness on this one's 0.13 with a flat grind that comes down to around 14 to 15 thousandths behind the edge. So it should be a great slicer. Let's find out. And I gotta say, it really just puts a big smile on my face whenever the knife comes sharp like it should be. This one is screaming sharp. I can't say the same for the last two I've tested right before this one, but man. Of course, it's got WE's great blade geometry, and it's just gliding through this like nobody's business. I don't remember, I don't even think I took the behind the edge thickness, but talk about sharp. And these wide scales, as we test the ergos, fill out the hand nicer. I'm talking about in the width department. It's hand filling. I don't think they're contour, but you got chamfers, so everything's nice and softened on the edges. And it just wants to bite. It wants to bite into the wood. I'm able to get so much power behind the cut. It's pitiful. And just watch how fast that belly makes sharp work of this as well. This is where it's really going to shine, but this blade's got so much bite to it that I do the point finger grip the majority of the time. Y'all know for me, the knife has to be incredibly sharp for me to do that. And it was rather easy. I got a part of my finger is kind of on the jimping, but you don't really have to have it there. I got a solid enough grip in the pinch grip. Sorry about my dog. He hears the garbage man, I think, outside. But yeah, I think this is the fastest I've done the sisal rope cutting in quite a while. Never slowed down at all. I've never really had any issues with WE Knife Co's heat treat on their knives or anything. They always perform great for me. And I'm just wanting to show you can use that tip to do detailed cuts. You do have to come up a little bit higher than I like to come up, because the tip is not in line with the center of the pivot or anything, but you can still use it for those things. The coating did cause just an ever so slight bit of drag, but nothing that noticeable. And this thing never slowed down. We finished off strong, and man, thank you, WE, great job. Man, I wish they were all this good. This thing came stupid sharp. I'm sure y'all saw that in the testing. This thing was blasting through all the material flawlessly. Now let's take a look at the deployment in action of this one. So you have this front flipper with some excellent grippy fine cut jimping. You have the blade hole. That front flipper, you can roll it around. You can do it however you like. Let's see, you can even do the reach around or the traditional front flip. You have that blade hole that I can thumb flick. I can kind of slow roll. It's not the easiest, and I can reverse flick, but as you can see there, you don't have a whole lot to get your finger on, and it's not the easiest. For me, it would either have to be the thumb flick or the pinch to roll, or just use that front flipper. It is riding on K-tronic bearings, and it's not a fall shut knife, but that's okay with me. It is a nice smooth knife though. The front flipper probably works the best, and then I would have to say the thumb flick. Touch on the ergos real quick. You have a fairly neutral handle, this one troll area right there, and the width of these scales fill out the hand nicely, and it's just flat scales. However, you got these chamfers on the side, so nothing's really sharp. This one's really comfortable. No matter which grip you hold it in, it's going to be comfortable. Got a nice little rounded spot if you're going to hold it in the reverse gas station knife fight grip. That pinch grip's comfortable, especially you grab in that blade window if you want, or get down onto something. Now let's close up, take a look at the handle. Like I said earlier, I have the shredded carbon fiber inlays, and they're on both sides. Mine has a nice purple anno with a stonewash finish on it. Got the bronze and black WE logo pivot, purple titanium hardware, very minimal hardware with the pivot and this one body screw here. Your inlays do sit up just ever so slightly, but they are chamfered, so they're not sharp at all. You have a black, looks like a black titanium backspacer. You have a hidden lanyard post in the back right here. The backspacer is pretty much flush with the gear pattern there. You can feel it, but I don't think that would offer any extra traction or anything. You have a blind screwed mill tie pocket clip, and got some nice retention there, enough ramp to go over the seam of my pants. However, this clip is tip up right hand carry only. All your weight relieving is done for these carbon fiber inlays on both sides. There's no internal relief at all. The weight on this one's coming in at 4.08 ounces. Your balance point is a little bit back, not bad. And your lockup on this particular sample is coming in at about, I'd say 30% or so, somewhere in that area. Access to the lock bar is good because this side comes down a little bit lower. You got a nice chamfer with some fine texture there. It's comfortable. I can easily get my thumb in there or the side of my thumb, no problem whatsoever. The lockup on this one is an absolute, this thing's got super tight lockup. Quick size comparison. Here it is next to the Ontario Rat 1 and 2 and the Spyderco PM2 and Para 3. And lastly, it's just a hair shorter than a Benchmade 940, and it's a little bigger than the Benchmade Bug Out. And since no knife's perfect, what are my nitpicks and complaints? There's no lefty love. Maybe bring that plunge grind all the way back so you could have more sharpening life. And I mean, this is not really hurting the knife at all, but it would have been nice to have a little bit more access to that blade window to make the reverse flick a little bit easier. However, you do have the front flipper that works great, and you can also thumb flick it. These range from $277 all the way up to $614. This one right here comes in at $299, but like I said, if you purchase one of these, could be a Civivi, could be a WE. And the knife itself, like I said, I don't know how I missed this one. It was an absolute joy to test. It was comfortable, and I personally like a lot of Ostapel's designs. I think it's a good looking design. You may or may not like it, but I like it. I like how the blade window flows into this chamfer right here. It looks like a futuristic sports car to me. Now, it's definitely not a cheap knife, so you definitely have to love the knife. Nothing that I talked about should be a deal breaker to you, but if this one does it for you, I definitely don't think you'll be disappointed. It's got that crisp WE Knife Co. action, great performance, nice and slicey blade with good ergos, and one stout lockup. And here's another shot of all the knives. Which one of these interests you? Do you like the fillet knife? What do you think about Sencut using the crossbar lock now? I don't mind the crossbar lock depending on how it's done. They did a good job here. Sencut usually does. And what do you think about the buy one get one? Is that something that interests y'all? And what do you think about the new Guile? Love to hear y'all thoughts down below. If any of these interest you, they'll all be linked down below in the description. Hope every single one of y'all has a fantastic day today. Remember, keep your blade sharp. Smile more.